Do you feel overwhelmed by the world? Like your mind is constantly under siege from distractions, pressure, and negativity? What if I told you that the ancient Stoics left behind 7 habits so powerful they could make you emotionally and mentally unstoppable, even today? Before we dive deep, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help bring more insight into this chaotic world. Your support helps this content reach others who need it most. Today's world rewards noise. Algorithms feed your fears. News magnifies chaos. Social media glorifies comparison. And your peace of mind, it gets sacrificed. But over 2,000 years ago, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca were confronting similar chaos in different forms: wars, plagues, power struggles, and internal doubts. They weren't superhuman, but they became mentally unshakable. They built mental armor, not by chance, but through daily habits. Today, we'll walk through 7 Stoic habits, each one like a timeless shield that protects your mind, strengthens your will, and grounds your soul in the storm. Let's begin. Habit 1, morning clarity. Begin each day with a warrior's mind. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in his meditations each morning, not for the world, but for himself. He reminded himself that today he would meet liars, the arrogant, and the ignorant, and yet he would remain composed. Insight. You cannot control the day, but you can control how you meet it. Application. Each morning, sit in silence. No phone, no agenda. Just reflect. What is within my control today? What emotions will I likely face? Who do I want to be, regardless of what happens? Do this for 5 to 10 minutes daily, and you'll begin to notice that your mind no longer reacts, it responds. Habit 2, voluntary discomfort. Train your strength before you need it. Time. Seneca practiced sleeping on the floor, eating plain meals, wearing simple clothes. Why? To prove to himself that fear of hardship was worse than hardship itself. Quote, set aside a number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, is this the condition that I feared? Seneca. Insight. Comfort weakens the will. Voluntary hardship strengthens it. Application. Fast once a week. Take a cold shower. Walk instead of driving. Live below your means for a day. These are not punishments. They're reminders. You are stronger than your cravings. You are not fragile. Habit 3, the dichotomy of control. Let go or take hold. Epictetus taught that we suffer not from events, but from our judgments of them. Insight. You control very little. Your thoughts, your choices, your actions. Everything else, let it go. Application. Throughout your day, ask, is this within my control? If yes, what action will I take? If not, what emotion will I release? This habit removes 80% of your anxiety. Most of our mental struggle comes from trying to control what we can't. Habit 4, premeditation malorum. Visualize the worst to build peace. This habit translates as premeditation of evils. Stoics didn't avoid thinking about bad outcomes, they rehearsed them. Insight. By imagining what could go wrong, you gain 2 superpowers. 1, you're prepared if it happens. 2, you're grateful when it doesn't. Application. Once a week, reflect. What if I lost my job? What if I failed publicly? What if I had to start over? Then ask yourself, how would I respond with dignity? This is not negativity, it's resilience training. Habit 5, negative visualization. Train gratitude through loss. Time. Seneca once said, he robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. Insight. We take for granted what we assume will always be there until it's gone. Application. Imagine your loved ones aren't here. Imagine losing your abilities. Then open your eyes and feel the weight of what you have. This habit grounds you in now, not someday. Habit 6, memento mori. Remember you will die. Death was not a morbid thought for Stoics. It was a compass. It clarified what mattered. Quote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Insight. When you accept death, you stop fearing life. Application. Keep a reminder on your desk, a skull, a calendar, or a quote. Ask, if I had only 1 year left, how would I live? What regrets am I avoiding? You'll begin to trade triviality for purpose, worry for action. Habit 7. Turn the obstacle into the way. Stoics saw obstacles not as roadblocks, but as raw material for growth. Insight. Everything can be fuel. Every setback, every failure, every pain. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Application. Ask, what can this teach me? How will this make me stronger? How can I use this to grow instead of collapse? This habit turns your entire life into a training ground for greatness. Final reflections. Becoming mentally unstoppable. These 7 habits are not just ancient advice. They are a roadmap for our distracted, anxious, overstimulated lives. Build your fortress daily. Start with clarity. Train through discomfort. Focus only on what you control. Visualize pain. Embrace gratitude. Remember your mortality. And turn hardship into fuel. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and bring more Stoic insight to those who need it. Remember, Stoicism doesn't remove emotion, it refines it. It doesn't kill pain, it makes you stronger than it. You were never meant to be fragile, you were built to endure. And these habits will help you become mentally unstoppable.